The relationship between the average cost curve and the marginal cost curve. The relationship between these two curves is given as 4 points. This is a very, very important question, quite often asked in your examination. So let us observe the graph first. On the x-axis, we have plotted the output, and on the y-axis, the cost is plotted. We have two curves here, the average cost curve, the red color curve, and the marginal cost curve, the green color curve. So what is the relationship between the AC curve and the MC curve? First point, when AC is falling, MC lies below AC. When AC is falling, so in the beginning, the AC curve is falling. What is happening to the MC curve? The MC curve is also falling, but you see that the MC curve lies below the average cost curve. The green color curve or the MC curve is lying below the AC curve. So that is the first point. When average cost is falling, MC lies below AC. What do you mean by falling? It is falling from 1200, it is coming to 900. It is sloping downwards. So when the average cost curve is falling, the MC curve lies below it. Second point, when AC becomes constant, MC also becomes equal to it. So what is happening at this point? AC is becoming constant. AC falls down, it reaches a minimum and then it increases. So this is the point where AC is constant. When AC becomes constant, MC also becomes equal to it. What is happening to the MC curve? The MC curve is cutting the AC curve. That means at this particular point, AC curve is equal to MC. So at that specific point or that particular point, AC curve and MC curve are equal. That's the second. So first point, falling down. When AC is falling, MC lies below AC. Second one is when AC becomes constant, MC becomes equal to AC. Second point. So this is the first point. We have the second point here. Then the third point. When AC starts increasing beyond this point, AC starts increasing. What happens to MC? MC is also increasing, but MC is above AC. So at this point, MC curve lies above AC. Here, MC curve was lying below AC. In the third point, MC curve has become above AC. So this is the third point. When AC starts increasing, MC also starts increasing and MC lies above AC. This is the third point. Then the last point, again it's here. Last point is also at this point. Okay. What happens? The MC curve always cuts. This is the MC curve. The MC curve always cuts AC at AC's minimum point. So which is AC's minimum point? This is the minimum point. That is the lowest point of the curve, AC. So this is the minimum point. At this minimum point, MC curve cuts the AC curve from below. So at the minimum point of AC, MC curve cuts the AC curve from below. So it is cutting, and how is it cutting? From below. So these are the 4 points. So the relationship is given under 4 heads. First one, when AC is falling, MC lies below AC. When AC becomes constant, MC also becomes equal to it. When AC starts increasing, MC lies above AC. MC curve always cuts AC at its minimum point from below. So this is a very, very important question. Moreover, it is very easy to understand and remember. So with this, I think we can stop today's class. So what are the questions? So we have 33rd question. Write a short note. I'm sorry, it is not 33, it is 32. So what is the question? State the relationship between AC and MC. So you have to give this answer for question number 32. State the relationship between AC and MC. Question number 32. The relationship between AC and MC. For that, you have to write all these 4 points. If specifically they ask you to draw the diagram, please draw the diagram. Otherwise, this question can be asked as a 5-mark question also. Give the relationship between AC and MC with the diagram. So this is a very easy question. Then 36th question. Discuss the short-run cost curves with suitable diagrams. 5-mark question. So if that question is asked, you have to start from the total cost curve. So what are the different types of curves? Short-run cost curves, total fixed cost. First you have to write this. You have to write this, the graph and the table. Then the total variable cost, the explanation, the graph and the table. The total cost curve, the explanation, the graph and the table. The average cost curve, explanation, the table and the graph. Then the average variable cost, the explanation, the table and the graph. Then you have to give the marginal cost curve. You have to give the explanation, the table and the graph. So if that particular question is asked, discuss the short run cost curves with suitable diagram, you have to explain 7 curves. I will repeat it again. You have to write about the total fixed cost, the total variable cost, the total cost, then the average fixed cost, the average variable cost, the average cost, and then you have to complete with a marginal cost curve. So you have to explain all these 7 curves. If that question is asked, discuss the short run cost curves with suitable diagrams. So we can stop with this today. Thank you, girls.